I continue to be impressed with what ADA continues to do on a fundamental level. Understand that not every day is going to be green. There will be ebbs and flows in the charts, but what we want to keep seeing is growth on a fundamental level in terms of ADA. And what we actually just saw was the largest week we have seen in terms of March. So we are actually accelerating. That's a great sign. And we have in fact seen ADA reach this kind of compression zone once again, which we do need to discuss. And that could mean that we have some volatility ahead in terms of price. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So ADA in general right now is green in a sea of red. And we love to see that. We love to see ADA kind of decorrelating from the space, doing its own thing. And I'm not going to get too excited about this because right now it's 7:27 a.m. Central Standard Time. The market's just waking up and we could have a lot of movement before the day does in fact go on. But what you're seeing is a lot of conviction in terms of ADA holders. And I'll get to this more in just a moment here. But first, I do want to highlight this compression zone. All right. We're in a very tight compression zone in terms of ADA. We have potential thick liquidations that could begin on the long side at about 68.5 cents. We have a compression zone at the top here as well. A lot of shorts trying to pile in and push ADA price down. It's very easy to try to pile in on an asset when price is moving the opposite direction. However, that may not work very well for shorts because what we have seen as of late is the weekends tend to be kind of grim and not that great. And then we have gotten to the latter part of Sunday and overseas money and overseas markets have woken up and we get a little bit of a pop. We get some excitement that starts to flow through the crypto space. And guess what? Things start moving. We have the potential where we could see a green day here in terms of ADA and crypto, but understand that the week is where big things take place. That's where we make more extended moves. Now, that being said, what we've continued to see for ADA is just this hoarding of supply. So for example, this week, which isn't even closed yet, we have seen $32 million worth of ADA actually removed from exchanges. This is the largest week we have seen since all the way back in March. And so these trends from April that were down have started to accelerate. And why this is in fact so important, I know people have asked questions about this, is there is not a major off-ramp in terms of ADA. There is not a major stablecoin in terms of ADA. So if people are actually removing supply from exchanges in huge quantities, it is typically to hoard it and to hoard it long-term. Otherwise, we'd see major inflows taking place, right? And that isn't the case. That's not what's happening, all right? So people are holding for the long term. And when things start to get exciting in the market, when people try to flock in and accumulate, there's all this missing upside liquidity that can accelerate ADA price in a very aggressive way. That's how you create a little bit of a supply shock. All right. This isn't a guarantee. I'm not saying that's going to happen for sure, but when you're seeing billions of dollars removed in terms of ADA, that's a pretty big sign. Just for some context here, guys, right now, if this week is the average week, you're talking about $1.5 billion worth of ADA at current prices removed. All right. So that is what? That's a little under 10% of the supply. That's more like 6% of the supply removed per year from exchanges. That's a really big deal. All right. And that's people that plan on holding long term, want to see the ecosystem build out to completion, right? They want to see all these massive integrations take place. And we're on that path. This is the year, 2025 has been the year where Cardano has made significant steps forward and it hasn't stopped, right? There's still an aggressive roadmap ahead and that's what we want to see. All right. Now, what I will say is that eventually that could lead us to some very exciting prices in terms of ADA. And the reason I talk about things in the way that I do is I want people to have a fundamental understanding of what's going on the crypto side, what's going on the news side, the macro side, all these different things. It's why we talk about what we do here on the channel. And why I'm mentioning this is I seem to get a lot of these comments and it doesn't really bother me at all. Guys, I've been in the public eye as far as content for a very long period of time. I was a professional gamer years ago. I dealt with a lot of hate then. I deal with a lot of hate now for whatever reason. I get comments like this. You make useless videos. Your info is irrelevant. You're really good at making yourself look bad. The hairline or the hair is gone, so go along with it. Well, I still got my hair. The hairline, I can't do anything about. That's a genetic thing. It's been like that forever. But the point I want to make is first of all, these comments don't really affect me at all. Guys, you really think it's going to stop what I'm doing when we've made 4,793 videos? No. And in fact, the channel's been growing. It's all because of you guys. But the thing I want to keep doing is is educating people and getting people more familiar with the markets so you can make better decisions. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not going to tell you what to do. And frankly, I've been very good at figuring out when to buy, when to sell, things like that. Those who have followed me here on the channel for a while, when we accumulated very heavily in ADA, I saw a comment mention this. We did it back here in this fire sale range that we talked about. And all that ADA I accumulated in that time haven't sold. I've just been holding and holding and holding. I've done some short-term trading, and just for a little context, my short-term trades have been really good too. Just since April 29th, 7 winning trades, 0 losing trades, 2 trades in the mid 40% gain range, 3 trades in the mid 20% range, 1 15% trade, and 1 1% trade. Didn't really like that one. Even for more context, there's a trade I opened up last night, excuse me, that's up 21%. Go figure. I can't count this one because this is a little bit longer term, 138%. And again, if you guys do want to use any of these platforms, BTCC, Margex, feel free to do so. There's links in the description below. But I find it kind of ironic that, people try to beat up on me and say that my information is irrelevant and I don't know what I'm talking about, but yet I keep winning. The people on my Patreon keep winning. It kind of is what it is, right? And I think now a lot of people that have been here have become more in tune with the market. I've seen a lot of people grow and start making very good decisions when it comes to this. And what we're seeing right now, even though people will complain and say that they're not seeing it in the charts, that's fine. Because guess what? People know my saying, price is the lagging metric. It's always the last thing to move. The fundamentals precede some of these big moves. And that has never steered us wrong. It hasn't. All right. That's how we've known about some of these major moves before they took place back here, before they took place back here. And right now, in this time of consolidation, this is why we're ready and prepped and ready to go before ADA makes its major move once again. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I appreciate you as always. I appreciate all the support you guys give. I appreciate even the haters showing up and trying to knock me down a peg. So have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.